Lymphedema refers to tissue swelling caused by an accumulation of protein-rich fluid that's usually drained through the body's lymphatic system. It most commonly affects the arms or legs, but can also occur in the chest wall, abdomen, neck and genitals. Lymph nodes are an important part of your lymphatic system.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
And welcome back to another edition of The Life with Cheryl and Chris.
Hello, hello.
And here I am. I am sitting on the couch today with this thing on my leg. See this balloon looking thing?
What is he doing?
Is he really gonna fly?
This is called compression.
I think he's gonna explode.
Now, this is because I have lymphedema.
What the hell is that?
And also for poor circulation.
Well, damn. Now I feel bad.
And they use it for both either or. And so I have a machine that's connected over here. I know y'all can't see it. Maybe I will. Well, it's just a machine basically with the connection that comes in. That's just what supplies this the air to the compression sleeve that's around that my legs are into, and then it blows up with air and it compresses down, blows it, and then what it do is it massages the legs from the thigh down to my feet.
But that sounds kind of badass.
And that stays on for about an hour. So I've had this for a while, but I've just recently started using it.
I told him to use it a long time ago.
Why, Chris?
They'll teach me to procrastinate.
Yeah, she did. And so I wanted to get on here just kind of show y'all, those y'all out there, if you have lymphedema or you have poor circulation, poor venous circulation, come down below and let me know. Do y'all have one of these pumps?
Leave your comments below.
And do you like it? Is it working for you? Which is really good is mine is paid for. So depending on your insurance you have, these little things can set you back anywhere between $3,000 and $7,000.
That sounds expensive.
Mine was on the higher end.
I see.
But it's well worth every penny. And if you don't have the machine or insurance won't pay for it, you can still, under most insurances, or if you have Medicare, they will also cover therapy sessions. Like you can go to the places and they'll put them on you and you get 2 hours. I think it's like $300 or $400.
What kind of buffoon would spend all that money?
And so you have to pay a copay. But that's for people that either are not able to purchase one or whatever the story may be. I did have to pay a deposit, what they call the copay. For what I can tell you, Medicare will cover it, but you are going to pay the other 20% of that. So you figure on $7,000 what your 20% is. Like I said, it's well worth it. I've kind of seen some benefits of it already.
What are you going to cover?
Some of the benefits that I've seen is it seems like it is definitely.
I'm sure she's going to knock the table.
It seems like I definitely have lost definitely some water weight.
Well, I don't really see what the benefit is.
Until people see the benefit.
It's been easier to move around a little bit. I think it's also been moving some of the fluid out of the lymphedema.
Seems happy.
He does. He really does.
Now, lymphedema is not curable, but there are ways you can. There are ways that you can maintain it or control it. One of the means is having a pump like this. There is surgical options that can almost remove everything, but there's a risk of that it could come back. I will seek surgical intervention, but I have to have a history of saying that I have tried everything I could before they do that. So now I have a record of that I've been doing this, and then if it doesn't make any significant changes, then I can talk to my doctor about moving forward with it.
How often do you have to do it?
Huh?
How often do you have to do it?
The recommendation is twice a day
Okay.
at 1 hour, but I just do it 2 hours a day.
Okay.
He needs a few more hours.
I can't imagine trying to get in this thing twice a day. Once is enough. But I do have the little compressions that I had gotten. And I put those on my feet during the day, and they help circulate the bottom portion of my body so that by the time I put this on in the evening.
Your feet and your legs.
Yeah. Yeah, so then by the time that we sit in the evening, we're sitting in the living room, we're going to watch TV tonight and do like we always do.
Watching you sleep.
Tyree.
Or probably catch the next episode of The Life of Cheryl and Chris, of course. But while we're sitting here watching TV, it's a good way that I can put this on. You can use this sitting down or laying down. Some people say they find it easier if you're laying down flat in the bed, and people can just like this slide it all up while you're laying in the bed. Or some people say they can stand up and you can try to put it on. Mine is easier just, I guess, for right now, doing the way we're doing it. And I have Tyree who helps me put them on, and it's not that hard to put on. Just basically slide the leg in it, get it situated up, make sure it's pulled up close to up to the front of my my stomach area, and then do the same thing with the right side. Connect the cables, one pop snap, and then I control the rest of the dials here to get it to do what it's got to do.
Because when you first put it on, it's not inflated.
I want to bump you up.
It inflates once you get it out.
Yeah, this will take somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes to inflate up. And then what it does is the machine deliberately takes some of the air out, and then re-expands it. Then it takes it out, then it re-expands it.
That sounds nasty. Is it contagious?
So that it gives you a massaging feel. And it also throws hot air. It's warm air going through there so that it feels very warm inside. I said if one thing, in the wintertime, this is going to get two benefits. One, I'm going to get compression therapy. Two, I'm going to get a heat massage through the wintertime when my legs are cold. Because it is definitely about 85 degrees.
Is it that warm?
Of warmness inside it.
Sounds like paradise.
And so it kind of feels nice. It feels good.
That's what she said.
Like I said, I've just started using this not too long ago. So I don't really have a full rating on it. Is it doing its job? I think so. Because I know every time I get done using this, within 30 minutes to an hour after I come off of it, I definitely feel like I have to go ahead and urinate.
Now! Urinate, Christopher! Urinate!
Because that's what it's supposed to do. Because my lymphatic system is damaged. And I know, but first I want to put a disclaimer out about something, y'all. You do not have to be overweight like me to have lymphedema. Lymphedema can develop if you're a cancer patient and been on some kind of chemotherapy, or if you had a surgery after any type of arm surgery, some leg surgery. People develop lymphedema. The truth is they don't know why. and they don't know enough about lymphedema, so that's why there's not really a cure. They just know how to kind of control it. And if you're one of the people out there like me that have it, I was beating myself up to them like, why me, why me, why me? But then after I did research, there is millions of people in the United States that have lymphedema, not all in the same spots. I have it. Mine's in my thigh, which is a pain in the ass.
It's mostly in your legs and stuff, or lower body, isn't it?
No, it's on the upper thigh.
I'm talking about most people have it. Some people have it in their feet. We saw a lady with it in her feet.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's mostly your lower body.
Yeah, it is usually 9 out of 10 for people.
Because do people have it in their arms?
Yeah, some get them in their arms. But a lot of it, the most common, is the thighs or the calves and your feet. And I don't know if I can handle it on my feet because the people can't walk good, and then you can't even fit a shoe on your feet. I have lymphedema, but I also get edema. All these words, anything with edema behind it, it's bad news.
They are evil.
Lymphedema, edema, lipoma, anything with that, it's all the same family. But yes, when I do this, it compresses step fluid. It manually makes the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system's like an internal pump. The lymphatic system is just like this. It's a pump inside you that pumps and throws that excess water that you got in your body, because your body has excess water weight. It's got to go somewhere. And your heart is supposed to circulate and push it. The lymphatic system moves it to your groin. Unfortunately, I got two bad things going for me. One, the heart ain't pumping like it should. And two, the lymphatic system is damaged, so it cannot move all the water out of it. So it just pools, and then as your body gets more and more water and you can't get rid of it, that's what creates the mass. And some people get more than one. Sometimes they get lymphedema on both legs, then they start developing another area in their feet. For the last couple of years, I've had no other areas. It's just in that one area. So thank you to God for that, because I can only imagine people have to deal with this on both sides of their body. And
like you said, some people get it all the way from their top of their thigh all the way down. Because I've seen some ladies talking about they have it.
yeah, so here's another thing I found out too. You have to drink plenty of water. As the lymphedema, most people think when you're full of water and full of water weight, you're not supposed to drink. That's actually not true. That's false. Drinking helps promote your body to release what's already swollen.
Your head looks swollen.
And that way it doesn't think you're not hydrated. So it's more willing to help get rid of that. If you drink a little bit more than you normally drink, and you have lymphedema or you have some type of edema in you, it will actually allow your body to push more of it out, and you'll have that decompressed feeling. So it's kind of like with kidney patients. They cannot drink. They're not to overdrink. They got so much they're able to drink within a day. But the same token, because they go through dialysis, and dialysis pulls so much fluid off them, if they don't drink something and balance it after it pulls it off, they can get severe cramps.
Yeah.
Or they can fall into, can actually fall out and get sick. So they do have to drink. A lot of them say, it's just called what they call water weight. They have to watch.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, they have to watch that. And just like when Cheryl was on hers, she still drank. She was drinking.
But I just you have to drink it. Monitor, I think it's like 32. You can't drink any more than 16, 32 ounces.
Because people with dialysis get anywhere between 2 and 4 liters a session pulled off. And of course, that's every other day now, y'all.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't pull.
Like on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or else they have Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Because even when I was doing it, and we haven't really talked to y'all much about this, and we probably do one show about that, how the importance of donating and being an organ donor and stuff. We'll tell you that another thing. But when we used to do Cheryl's dialysis here at home, and it was a great experience because it allowed us to bond more.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I became so much closer to my wife because that precious woman right there was literally in my hands.
Really?
You know, because
Alice's drama.
had I made a mistake, had I not followed my training, it could have came out to be catastrophic. You got people that go into the dialysis centers and have certified dialysis techs in there, and even they can make mistakes and patients die in there. Because if that tube comes unplugged, some comes unplugged, their blood could come out and be everywhere except for where it needs to be. And there's been cases where people died. They didn't even know it.
It is quite scary.
Yeah.
But that's why you go to the training and you get someone that you really love and trust.
Yeah.
That they're gonna do right by you. And my husband was great when I was doing it. We did it for about
8 months.
not even 6 months.
No, I thought about from October
we
to
graduated
in
October, and I got a kidney in that March.
Oh, half a year.
Yeah, about 6 months we did it here at home.
And then we only did it, I think, twice when you come back from having your implant.
We did it twice when I got my transplant.
Yeah.
We did it once when we came home, and then they told me to wait, don't do it. And, and my husband was saying, you hadn't had your dialysis in a while. Are they sure? I said, they want to see the kidney.
When you're,
the kidney has to.
When you're used to doing it, and you know that's life, because if they don't do their dialysis, they die. So, you know, your body has to get rid of that. It's poisonous. So when they said don't do it, I'm looking at it like...
But I had a transplant then.
Yeah, but you know, in your mind, you still can't get off the...
I wasn't urinating as much as I should.
Yeah.
But the thing what happened, when I went back to my doctor, she told me I need to start drinking more water. More water. And I was measuring the urine that I was putting out.
And the more she drank, the happier it was getting.
Yeah, you have your little, what they call a hat. That little hat that you put in your commode or put in your parlor so you can catch it and measure it. And at first it was just like half a thing, and then it got to the point throughout that day, it was, you would have to do it and then write it down so you would know how much you was putting out a day. And they had a copper,
that's copper scratching, you know. And
then they had a certain amount that they wanted you to put out. And I started reaching that amount, and then that's what happened. Yeah.
Listen,
I just started drinking more water.
Listen, y'all, when she came back and she still wasn't, it was what I call, she was just kind of still dry.
No,
I'm saying when you first came back, but it wasn't much.
Not as much as
no,
I was at
but
the
listen,
end.
y'all, because I mean, I'm trying to keep it as because it's a beautiful thing in my mind. But I would hear, you know, and she'd go like, tinkle, 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 tinkle.
Yeah,
you know. And then one day, I think the next couple days later, and I heard, I'm like, whoa! Never been such a time I like to see somebody pee.
Yeah, he didn't see me.
Urine. It was urine.
But hear it.
You know,
once I started drinking more water.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And that's what
And she was impressed too when she looked at the hat and said, oh yeah.
But that's what my doctor had told me. She said, you need to drink more water.
Yeah.
It was the most beautiful thing.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
More water. And so that's what I did. You know, because when you're on dialysis, you get used to limiting your water.
Yeah.
And then they tell you to start drinking more water.
Yeah.
You have to get used to doing that again.
Yeah, because you've been so used to monitoring things.
Yeah.
And you know, and she did so awesome with her diet, eating the proper food, keeping her phosphorus levels good, keeping her albumin really good, protein.
Yeah.
You got to watch everything in that blood.
You do.
Because, and you have to balance it because you got to remember, you're pulling your water off, but that also takes your nutrients, your vitamins out, so you have to replenish it. Otherwise, it's going to be flip-flop, and your body's going to go through shock.
Yeah, that's what my son was telling me. I don't know if I mentioned my son is on dialysis now, but he was saying that his lab work was so good, he just kind of was low on his protein. I told him he needs to start eating more red meat, you know, some protein and stuff like that. And he also told me today when he called me, he said they have added him to the list of the donors. In San Antonio.
Oh.
But we went last time.
Yeah.
He said one man, they didn't add him because he didn't keep up with his appointments or he did something.
Yeah, they are very anal about it.
Yeah, you have to make sure you keep all your sessions. You have to make sure you're taking your medication like you're supposed to, and because they don't want to give a kidney transplant to someone and they're not keeping up with like they should.
So I would just say this: don't get discouraged, don't get despaired. Whether you maybe some of y'all got on dialysis, or you got lymphedema in my situation, it's a labor of love. My wife is really there for me now.
And I'm always there for you.
Yeah, I'm saying when it comes to medical.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he's like so confident.
I was there, get her through the dialysis, and now, well, she's running marathons around me. But so now she's returning that favor, I guess you could call it. But it's a labor of love. And that's
definitely for better, for worse.
It is.
Sick or poor and all that.
And I think to be fair, I think she's got the worst side of the deal when it comes to helping me. I heard it wasn't too bad because once you got her on the machine, you can sit there and watch movies.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong now. I have to stay in the room and keep it on because, it's a machine.
Yeah.
And we had some scary moments because when that thing goes off, you know something's wrong with her, and you got to be on it quick.
I know once I had to call a lady from the clinic. She had to come over here and help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
And if you're doing it late at night, sometimes you have problems. They have people on call that you have to call.
And.
Hello? Is anyone there?
They will come to the house if they have to, but it may be some time. But they know what to do to get you through it, and you just gotta listen and do what they say. But it was a lot, it was a lot to learn. But once you do it, it's like second nature.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and you can't be all skittish and afraid to see blood or poke people. You can't do all that. I can't do it myself, but I can do anybody. I can go, no problem. I can go in there just like I did. Put it, and I knew right where her setup was.
My port. Well, you had to put
butterflies.
Yeah.
And I did it without even hurting her. She'd be like, "Oh, you already did it?"
It would hurt a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes
I think the worst thing was with the one we were doing it, they call butterfly.
Yeah.
You get a scab on it, and you have to.
That's the part you didn't like.
You have to scratch the little scab.
You have to, because it heals up.
On the same spot.
Yeah, you have to.
Within those 2 days, it will heal a little bit.
Yeah, you have to flick it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have
and you just put the needle in the same
and
place.
you have to be quick about these things because once you put it and make sure it's taped down because if that pulls out, you're going to have
your
blood
everywhere. Is flowing really a lot in that area.
Yeah, it's circulating your blood out of your body and through the machine and back into you.
They have fixed your arm and the surgery where it's really flowing really fast in that area. So you can.
What they call the thrill.
Mm-hmm.
Those sound scary.
So you can get the cleaning that you need.
I would tell you this.
It was scary, but we did it.
I would say with her process, I hated if she had to go through it because kidney disease, it's not fun for anyone that has to go through it. But I would say as far as the difference between her going to the center like she was at first and then doing it at home, it was a great experience to go through it with her at home.
I think one thing about doing it at home, you got more freedom to do it when you want to, except for being on someone else's schedule.
True to that.
Because when I got the call that they had a kidney for me for a transplant, we was doing it. It was like 11:30 that night we was doing it. So we went to bed to get up early to go somewhere the next morning.
Yeah.
Maybe we was going to go to the casino or something. Like that.
We were. That's why we were doing it, to get it done. Mm-hmm. And then we looked at each other when we got that call. I knew it. I saw it up on there and I said, we're not going to casino. No, I can tell you that right now. We're going to the best jackpot city you could ever imagine.
We did.
Jackpot!
And sure enough, we were there bright and early.
Yeah. Even though it didn't happen right when we got there, they had to do a few more tests. And then they have kidney on I don't know if they got it on pump or what they got it on. They got it where they have it.
They put it on a massager, what they call the treadmill.
Yeah.
And it's basically
keeping
let it know, hey, it gets it to mimic that's inside the body.
Yeah.
Until she's ready for it.
Yeah.
But they did an excellent job with her surgery.
And I guess they did it with like on the show we watched the man be doing the weight loss surgeries.
On me the robot.
For the robot. Because I had 2 little punch holes.
Yeah.
Right there.
Although she did get an infection after that and had to go back to another type of surgery.
Yeah, really bad.
Twice.
Once is more than enough.
Yeah.
And it's weird
But
because
the Lord brought me through it.
listen, y'all, 4th of July's are kind of weird for me now.
Yeah.
Because she had,
Because it was on the 4th of July.
and then I was in the hospital, went in on 4th of July, and stayed in there for the whole month of July.
Yeah.
What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah.
Literally.
Not the same year.
No, not the same year, of course not.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time I got back, it was damn near August.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, so July is not my favorite time of the month, but we both fared off well out of it.
Yeah, thank God we did.
Because when we come back, and I'm glad I didn't have that problem. We had just got back literally from Ohio, and it was 2 days later I had that.
Yeah, you had.
Wasn't long after I had that kidney stones hurting so bad. So.
Put your head down.
I just give God thanks for it, but this is what is. So here you got kidney disease versus lymphedema. And, the one thing about this is I do have to keep an eye on this because some lymphedema patients, and especially severe edema swelling, can also turn me into a dialysis patient later. So I'm not claiming that, but what I mean.
No, don't even talk on it.
But I'm just saying it can lead that.
Yeah.
So
Don't jinx me.
What?
So medically.
That's why he's trying to work with this.
Yeah, medically, that's why I started doing it. Medically, I understand what could happen, but I'm not claiming it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not claiming anything negative.
Not right now.
But whatever God gives us, we will deal with it. But we're not claiming anything.
No.
We're claiming health and wealth.
And another thing is, and then I'm gonna find a spot to get y'all in the way because we've been keeping these videos kind of short.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to make them too long, but we're doing good.
I can't believe we're already saying goodbye.
On our time, and I want to keep up with
I
that.
can't even see what the time is.
Oh, I see it. But here's what I want to tell y'all. I know I've been telling y'all this, but just trust me. We got some big news coming for you. And I will put it this way. Hopefully next year about this time, we're going to be doing a lot more sightseeing.
Yeah.
Maybe going out and doing more things. I'm just trying to get my health more back in gear. I'm going to go see my doctor 2 more weeks from now.
Yeah.
About getting some knee injections and possibly talking about getting some total knee reconstruction surgery. If I can get that virtually done, I'll be 40% where I need to be. So I'm going to keep pushing forward. Y'all keep me in your prayers, Care Bears, please. And I'm trying to remain positive because, of course, I am a big person. Y'all see that. I'm not trying to hide that. And damn! I don't want any complications because of my weight, but I'll put it this way. If I don't do something, I'm gonna die. Damn! There's no, let's keep it true. With the way my body's going and how I've been deteriorating, I probably would be dead in the next 2 years with the way things are going. Damn! I already know my time is coming if I don't make the changes, so I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to get this water weight off. I'm trying to look into get surgery because mobility is the key to life.
Yeah, moving around.
Gotta move around.
You got knocked the fuck out!
And these knees are trying to shut down totally. I'm getting where I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to even get in my truck. Too much. Hurts too much. Everything. But I can't get that way. So if I get the knee surgery, I can walk it up and continue to lose the weight, be more proactive, and everything what came up this way begins to come back down just the same way it came up. they'll start coming out until I get to where I want to be. And hopefully 2 years from now, I'll be doing the way I want. But by next year, I think I'll be good enough to get out and start doing what I want to do. And we're going to bring some more casino action to you. We want to start going and look at some museums. I want to see stuff across the U.S. And we got another big surprise, but I'm not going to tell you right now because my mama always said, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
A rooster?
And my chickens are still trying to hatch. But when they do, you'll know what we're going to tell you.
See our little chickadees.
Yes, you are. So with that being said, I don't know where our little Tyster is.
He's hiding.
But he has a very important message to tell you. Oh, Ty.
There he is.
Oh. So, Ty, would you like to remind the Care Bears what we would like for them to do, which is very important?
You've got to like, comment, and subscribe to the Life of Cheryl and Chris. Help show your support today, Care Bears.
Okay.
Remember to leave a comment.
Yes, please comment down below.
Yes, please.
And share some love and hit them likes.
And remember, subscribing is free. It doesn't cost a thing.
That's right.
Except for you to click that button.
And with that being said, as Mama Cheryl always says, we are the Cares, caring and sharing, and we're sharing our lives with you. Bye, everybody. Take care. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.